Here's the latest on NightTrader. It was a good night before the FOMC meeting today. To trade the NightTrader, it was the volatility decreased and the market floated higher all day. You see this sideways action, and then the market opened. The day session opened here, sideways action for most of the day. Very narrow range. It was about 9 points before the FOMC minutes were released. And so low volatility continued to go to the bulls, and so this was the strategy to trade. Before the FOMC minutes the night before, it was stopped out, and so we've had this sideways price action overall in the stock indexes to down, and so the bulls keep trying to rally it, and then it will go down 2 nights ago, and then last night it went back up, and so kind of some back and forth price action with NightTrader. But it did take the trade last night, hit the profit target, and we are on Thursday night now waiting to see if this strategy will trade. It's still a couple hours away from any entry points, and so interesting the way this market moves. If you look at the price action, the cash market closed at this time, and you see this sideways price action from the cash market opens here and it closes here, and then the biggest trend is after the cash closes, you get a trend into the day session close. The market is closed for an hour, it spikes up, and so you get the biggest trend that occurs really even from the last 5 minutes of the day. Last 5 minutes of the day right here, and it just floats up. And so a lot of times you get the best trends when the market is not open or the market is less liquid. And during the day session can be kind of like a traffic jam. A lot of market makers come in, there's mean reversion. And so the point of this is that the trends can happen when you least expect them. If you're looking for a trend during the day, you might want to look for a trend at night, because it can be kind of frustrating to sit around and watch narrow price action during the day and then see up 20 or 30 points at night like we've been seeing. And so we've really been seeing the moves at night, gaps at night, and then a lot of chop during the day. And NightTrader is there to take advantage of that opportunity at night. And it's near its worst case drawdown the last few years. It's not at its worst case drawdown for the last 10 years, but it's near its worst case drawdown for the last few years. And so we take a look, 3 years, going back 3 years, this drawdown is actually greater, slightly greater, and so we're right here at this worst case point in the last 3 years. And so it's done worse. It's had bigger drawdowns the last 10 years, so this is a very small window, but could be a good entry point here if you like to pick points in a strategy for buying dips in the equity curve in the strategy. Here it is. Just made an equity peak earlier this month, and then we've had this losing streak, and so looking for a cycle back into a winning streak.